So basically, what I'm going to talk about today is a clinical perspective into spine imaging, and we're going to talk about different low back pain scenarios. But before that, how do we approach a patient with a low back pain MRI? That is my goal for you guys. So, right, as you know, my presentations are a little different from the others. I don't talk about a lot of theory in my presentations. My goal here is to build your concepts. देखो हमारी जो ये conceptual radiology है ना application. My goal is to build your concepts so that you, even if you go and read with on textbooks, right? So you can read the textbooks, but how to approach an MRI actually would be really helpful. So at least you know how to read the MRI. That is my primary goal when with this presentation. So today the presentation might seem to be a little on the basic side because I am going to teach you spine anatomy and about the degeneration, right? So let's, and this is, you know, spine MRIs forms the bread and butter for all the radiologists because you get a lot of MRI spines, right? You know, you have so many scenarios, and as soon as you pass out, you'll be reporting MRIs, and spine MRIs forms, around 60% of your bulk load of reporting. And if you see the quality of reporting, and if you see that the amount of over reporting that is done on MRIs, which is quite different from the actual clinical translation of the report. So my goal here is to for you guys to understand the clinical perspective of each imaging finding that we are going to read, and understand इतना सारा हम डिस्क बल्ज पढ़ते हैं रिपोर्ट्स में प्रोट्रूजन्स पढ़ते हैं बट सिग्निफिकेंट क्या है पेशेंट को पेन क्यों हो रहा है अगर हम उस चीज को आइडेंटिफाई कर पाएंगे देन द ऑर्थोपेडिशियन देन द ट्रीटिंग सर्जन और एज इंटरवेंशनल रेडियोलॉजिस्ट वी आवरसेल्व्स कैन आइडेंटिफाई द कॉज एंड ट्रीट राइट तो at the offset, I would like to also thank my colleagues, Dr. Smiley and Dr. Aditi, which have helped me with the presentations because they were the neuro fellows with me, and I really took a lot of advice from them for building this. So what we are going to do is to learn about the basic radiological anatomy of spine MRI today and understand different imaging features of common pathologies. Today, primarily, we are going to deal with degeneration. And eventually, our goal would be to develop an algorithm for diagnosis and further management. So, this article today forms the basis of my presentation, and I want you guys to go and download this. It is freely downloadable, and then take a printout and read cover to cover all the findings. So, my talk is basically this article. But if you understand this, then your degenerative spine reporting is almost sorted, right? So अभी क्या है Christmas season है, lot of back pains, right? What is our goal when we talk about MRI spine? We actually want to characterize the process of the involved segment. We should know identify how degeneration is really happening, and then to predict what is going to be the future course. Our goal is to identify hidden or subtle anomalies, assist clinicians for finding the source of pain, or assist in our interventional radiologists. We can also, we need to be involved in the treatment algorithm for the patients, and no degenerative change should be considered as an isolated event or reported as a random finding. If you are seeing any degeneration, you have to mention it specifically. I'll talk about in detail. So what is the role of imaging? हम इतना सारा imaging करते हैं, क्या है role उसका? We need to identify the cause of pain, the morphological information, pain triggers क्या हैं? Secondly, assist in therapeutic decision making. Now, at the offset, back pain imaging, इतने सारे back pain imaging आपके पास आते हैं, there are a lot of false positives. क्यों? Because most of the adults, अभी adults क्या right now we see a lot of young people also with because of the increased desk jobs, everyone is having some sort of cervical pain, some sort of lower back pain. We see people with degeneration reported in their MRIs. We see degeneration on X-rays. MRI shows pathology in most of them. Many of them MRIs report disc bulge and protrusions. But what is the pain trigger and when should we ideally image? Okay. The most important part is to identify the red flag sign for early imaging. अगर कोई patient back pain के साथ आ रहा है and then you have a severe neurological deficit which is progressive, then it is a red flag. That is an emergency. And then is the time you need to do active emergency imaging and treatment has to be planned on an emergency basis. Now we have with different spine imaging modalities, starting from radiographs. You have lumbar spine, cervical spine laterals, APs, myelography, which is almost obsolete now. We do CT scans, we do MRIs and bone scans, right? So radiography, we do AP and lateral films, we do flexion extension films. What we need to see is for look for reduction of disc height, presence of any degenerative gas within, look for calcifications, look for end plate sclerosis. I am not going into a lot of detail about radiography because my primary talk is MRI, but always have a habit of seeing radiographs. I always tell this to you guys because whenever you see the radiograph and go to the MRI, you have a picture in mind. एक baseline image बना हुआ है कि हाँ इस ये लेवल पे कुछ abnormality आना चाहिए. For example, if you see, I can see some reduction in L5S1. So when I read the MRI for this, I know कुछ तो L5S1 में गड़बड़ होगा और there is going to be some pathology here and I am going to specifically look for that. Similarly, you can look for, alignment on radiographs much better than MRI. Then you can have flexion extension films, which give you dynamic imaging possibilities. So always, please, residents, always develop a habit of seeing radiographs because आप छोड़ रहे हो radiographs देखना आपके most of the institutes में से radiograph करके clinicians को दे दिया जाता है और they are getting better than you, and when you pass out and when you have to technically report a radiograph, if you join a corporate hospital, if you open a center, then you will not be more confident enough. You are going to report it incorrectly and then you're going to land up in a soup. Why? Because बाकी clinicians को radiograph पढ़ना आ गया है पर आप भूलते जा रहे हो. So please, my goal is, मैं समझाना चाहता हूँ कि प्लीज रेडियोग्राफ्स देखो, पढ़ो उनके बारे में ना. माइलोग्राफी पहले बहुत करते थे. It was used to be a conventional myelography. Exam में spotters भी होते थे in which they used to inject in directly intrathecally using C-arm and see the disc bulging herniations. अभी ये नहीं करते हैं. अब this is almost obsolete. CT myelography, yes, it is still done. There are few indications. One of the indication is to look for occult CSF leak. ठीक है, CSF leak देखने के लिए, which is CT myelography is still a very good imaging modality, but not for disc bulge and herniation. Right now, this was the scene. पहले सब माइलोग्राफी को सब अच्छा समझते थे. दिस वाज अ सीन इन 1990s. नाउ द सीन हैज रिवर्स्ड एंड MRI forms the gold standard for almost all spine imaging. So we need to assess the spinal cord, the nerve roots, the epidural space, the discs and vertebral marrow on an MRI. Right? Are you guys with me till now? Are you with me? Let's start our spine MRI. Okay. So spine MRI देखने के लिए you need standard set of sequences. First and foremost, T2 weighted images. They should be done in axial and sagittal. Then T1 weighted images, sagittal. If you have time, axial. Stir images or T2 fat suppressed images. Again, preferably people do it in coronal, but there are few indications where you would want to do them in sagittal also. For example, when you are dealing a post-traumatic spine and you see wedge compression fractures, doing a sagittal MRI will help you in better gauging the extent of compression fractures. Similarly, sorry, if you are doing imaging for inflammatory arthropathies, again doing a sagittal stir sequence is going to, you are going to be more happy when you see a sagittal stirs, right? So this is what axial gradient you do take for cervical spine, axial T1FS in suspected vertebral artery dissections in case of cervical spine. We have CSF flow studies for various these indications, right? इंडिकेशन पता होना चाहिए और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जो बहुत लोग नहीं करते हैं रेसिडेंट्स इज हाउ टू प्लान द स्कैन एंड हाउ टू डू द स्कैन. देखो, most of you are now residents, but you are going to be radiologists in near future. For example, I give you a scenario. You right now you might be having technicians who are doing the MRI who are very well trained enough. If you open your own center, or if you join a corporate hospital, or you join a hospital, and then a technician comes who is not that trained enough, right? And he asks you, sir, what is to be done or how it is to be done. So if you don't know the technique, the imaging sequences that are to be acquired for that pathology, you cannot instruct your juniors. So always and always try to do this imaging yourself. If it's not possible, at least sit beside them and see how they are doing it and how they are acquiring it.